Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. 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 I mean, I'm trying to wrap my head around this. If you've been sitting here with me all off season and just hoping and praying, and there's just been so many mixed emotions and messages back and forth, and out of nowhere, bang, on a random Tuesday with nothing going on, magically a mega bomb comes out of the woodworks. Keith Pompey reporting that Ben Simmons will be requesting a trade and will not report to camp. Ladies and gentlemen, it is happening. Things are about to get ugly, but holy crap, it is a beautiful day outside. It is a beautiful day. And the Sixers are about to change forever. There's a lot to get into. Let's talk about it. Perfect. Wow. I mean, that's all I could say. Literally, as of 2 minutes ago, breaking news with the Philadelphia 76ers. First and foremost, let me get a yes, sir, in the chat, man.
Yes,
oh, my
sir.
God. I can't believe that this came out today. And before we look at it, shout out to my guy, Keith Smith, great NBA reporter. You know, he put this out this morning, and I quote tweeted it and told Keith to stop playing with my emotions. Keith, this man must have 20/20 vision into the future. This guy must be, a man that can predict your whole life. Shout out to Keith Smith, man. I apologize for doubting you. He said if there was ever a time for Ben Simmons trade to drop and cause chaos, today would be the day. Well, you almost hit the nail on the head. Just a few minutes ago, Keith Pompey puts out a huge bomb. I mean, this equates to a Woj bomb on the national stage. All of us Sixers fans have been sitting here and just hoping and praying and wondering the last couple months. We've been losing our minds, honestly. Pure insanity. Keith Pompey says Ben Simmons tells the Sixers brass he no longer wants to be a Sixer and does not intend to report to training camp, according to sources. As we look further in, a quote accordingly from a Western Conference exec that drops right after, Ben Simmons says he refuses to play for the Sixers. He wants to go to 3 California teams. There's so much bad blood between him and the team. And then lastly, a piece from Yaron Weitzman, who's been reporting close on the situation. He says, talking to people that were close to Ben Simmons at the Summer League, the message I got was basically the Sixers have to trade him, but we're not going to force this now. We're going to let the team do its thing. Guess that's no longer the case. So just honestly, bomb after bomb dropping. And honestly, I mean, my mouth is dropping because I did not expect this to come out today. But you know what? I predicted that this was, going to get ugly. I did not think Ben Simmons was going to report to camp. And for all you people that denied and pushed to the side, oh, Ben will be back, this and that. Well, now it's smack in front of your face. Now it is smack in front of your face. Ben Simmons does not want to come back here. I knew he wouldn't because of the type of person he is. And now the Sixers are going to have to make something happen. Now, this can be good and bad for the Sixers. We will talk about that. First and foremost, I just want to give a little, rant here, okay? A little speech. Ben Simmons is a quitter, okay? He's a loser. All you people that keep defending him, if he really wanted to try to make amends, he would come back here and play better, okay? It's enough of holding back. We haven't been holding back, but for the people that just go, the length to defend this man and defend, we all defended him for years. Okay, the time is up. The relationship is over. And I knew that he would not come back to Philadelphia. You can point at all the little, petty Instagram posts, and he's been posting the hourglass and chilling in his pool and staying as far away from the facility and buying a house in LA. I mean, the writing has been on the wall. And finally, hopefully you people can come over to the other side and wake the heck up and realize it is over. It is over. And you know what? The people that just want to stick by this guy no matter what, go with him wherever he goes. Okay, that's what I have to say about that.
Yes,
honestly.
sir.
I mean, wow. I mean, the writing has been on the wall. You know, as much as we want to believe, and I even put out a piece the other day saying that Ben was going to come back because it just seemed like there were no alternatives with Damian Lillard going out. But Ben Simmons is forcing the issue now. And, you know, in terms of him saying that I want to go to the 3 LA teams or out west, you know what? Screw what you think, Ben Simmons. Screw what you think. I don't even care. Rich Paul can get all up in a tizzy. All right, I'll probably get sued again. But you know what? Send his ass to Portland. Send him to Minnesota. Send him somewhere where he's going to pay for it. Okay? I don't care. Go get me Damian Lillard. You know what, man? The fact that some of you are going to be okay with this man requesting a trade. Who the heck do you think you are, Ben Simmons? Are you LeBron James? Well, you probably could have been, but you're weak-minded. You have no heart. Okay? Who is Ben Simmons to request a... Well, here's my top preferred destination. If you don't get the heck out of here, Ben Simmons, okay? Ben Simmons will go down as one of the biggest waste of potentials and talents in Philadelphia. I'm sad I backed the guy for years. You see this right here? You see this? I bought this with my hard-earned money, okay? I've repped this proudly for years. You know what I have to think about this? You see this right here? You see this here? I haven't worn this in months. Not because of Joel Embiid, because of this sap. Because I'm embarrassed of how we got nationally just mocked on the national stage. Okay? We got mocked. You see this? I purchased this with my hard-earned money. I'm done with it. I'm done with it. Get this guy out of Philadelphia as quick as possible. You know, at this point, man, there's reports about this trade and that trade. We all know that Daryl Morey's playing the long waiting game. And in the article, Keith Pompey even talked about there's not a lot of interest, you know, in terms of both sides because the Sixers want to get a player that they know is going to make a huge impact. Okay? But for Ben Simmons to act, you know, sit here and act like he's God. No. And you know what? It is what it is. I appreciated the first couple years, but the unwillingness to get better and shoot a basketball, which should be common sense for an NBA player, okay, and not even try. That's the difference that you people fail to realize. Ben Simmons can be great. He can live up to be great. It's not a maturity issue with Ben Simmons, and that's what you people, it's like you have mind block. You just don't think. It's not a maturity issue. It's a lack of desire issue. And he's never gotten better with it. He never will. And that's just who he is. You know, we see all these offseason videos. If he did that in the game, I would love him to stay here. I've supported him on the idea that he would work on the one thing and get better at it, but he just hasn't. And we got embarrassed in the playoffs. The guy can't shoot a free throw. He won't even take a jump shot. And on top of that, he hasn't even been vocally supportive or anything like, Philly, I'm sorry, you know, we'll be back, nothing. He's just been so distant and out there, so send him out there and just be done with it. Ben Simmons is a waste of talent in Philadelphia. It's sad because, you know, to think what could have been, and it wasn't. But anyway, get into the last thing. This could turn out really good or really bad. As I said the other day, I said this is going to come up more and more. The Sixers either can wait out now and hope and pray Damian Lillard or Bradley Beal or another player like that ends up requesting out in the first month. But now, you know, it's not going to make it to the season. Unless you want to sit Ben on the bench and then he's going to get his trade value up. That's not going to happen either. You're going to have to deal him by camp or the season. And now, unfortunately, this could turn out bad because Ben Simmons is weak and he's a quitter and he won't even come back. And I knew it was going to happen. So we may have to settle for an average player now. Or we may have to settle for a CJ McCollum or a D'Angelo Russell. Who knows what's going to happen. But now it is finally on the main stage and in front of everybody that this guy wants out. He's not going to come back, and he's not, you know, at some point, I don't even blame the guy because it's just the relationship is damaged. He's not going to come back in a situation where he's not comfortable. He lives a celebrity life. That's who he is. He doesn't like uncomfortable pressure and situations. And a new start for his career may do him well. It may. But it is time. I was getting worried that we were actually going to try to run this thing back. But Daryl Morey knows, man. And now Ben Simmons, and it's known to everybody else, Rich Paul doesn't want Ben Simmons to go back either because that'll damage him. He'll lose money. You know, Ben Simmons could lose money in the future. And, you know, the relationship was over. We knew it. Guys called each other out. All that stuff. No reason to go back. But a bombshell. The Philadelphia 76ers are going to end up trading Ben Simmons before the start of the season. Now we just have to wait and see how the dominoes play out. The ball's really not in our court. We've waited long enough, and now we're either going to get really lucky or this may turn into a disaster. But those are just all my thoughts on it, man. The time is up. The time is up, and it's really sad to see how this whole thing played out. Thinking about what could have been, potential, all this and that, but here we are. Here we are. Ben Simmons probably will request a trade in the coming weeks, and he will not be reporting to camp, according to Keith Pompey. I want to hear all your thoughts. Let me know down below in the comments section how you're feeling right now. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Like always, I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.
Perfect. Perfect.